Hello, friends. The words of wisdom for today comes from my book, The Richest Man Who Ever Lived by Stephen K. Scott. And we're going to talk about Solomon today. It's titled The Prayer of Solomon. And Solomon was born around 974 BC and was installed as king of Israel by his father David shortly before David died. Solomon was 12 years old. Solomon was terrified of ruling Israel, afraid that he didn't have the wisdom to do so. According to the Old Testament, God appeared to Solomon and asked him what he wanted. Solomon answered, asking only for wisdom and knowledge so that he could rule, he could rightly judge the great people of Israel. God told Solomon that because he had not asked for riches, wealth, honor, the life of his enemies, nor a longer life for himself, he would give Solomon wisdom, knowledge, riches, wealth, and honor than any king before him or any king that would come after him. What was promised was delivered. Solomon's wisdom, success, and wealth increased beyond imagination. In terms of wealth, some have suggested that in today's dollars, he would well have been a trillionaire. In addition to his gold reserves, worth hundreds of billions of dollars in today's market, he owned 4,000 stalls for his horses and chariots and kept 12,000 horsemen on his payroll. Rulers of nations throughout the world sought his advice and paid dearly for it. However, by the middle of his life, he began to violate the laws of living, its principles and strategies that he so wisely articulated in the book of Proverbs. As he did, his success and his happiness vaporized. Fortunately for us, he recorded many of his laws for a living in the book of Proverbs. And this story just reminds us that we must be careful. You know, Solomon was wise, he was wealthy, but he still made some significant ethical mistakes. And it's a reminder to us that we are susceptible to making serious blunders and serious mistakes. But the good thing is we can be encouraged to know that in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So we don't have to repeat Solomon's mistakes because the scripture provides all of these events for us to look at and examine and to make sure that we don't repeat the same mistakes. So with that said, that's the wisdom thought for today. Be blessed, and I will speak to you guys soon. God bless you. Have a good night.